I'll talk to you like only 3 months before. I'll remind you every week. Huh? Yeah, I'll remind you every week. I don't want to do anything like that. I think I already asked you 2 weeks ago. So, it'll be 2 months before I ask you again. Okay? Seriously, set an alarm for 2 months.
Have I asked you all
Once again, welcome to Tour Stop, I believe number 2 for Central Jersey. Today we have an outstanding matchup between Powerhouse and Trainwreck versus Trainwreck today. It's going to be outside. We're here at Ocean Lanes, the famous Ocean Lanes in Lakewood, New Jersey. This is going to be an interesting matchup, especially because this is a house of who can master the lanes early on. These lanes are not easy at all, and unfortunately, it's going to be even on both sides. So whoever can master the lane the best is the one that's going to take advantage of the opportunity. Here on the scratch pair for Powerhouse, we have Walter McKnight Jr., Kevin Rossiter, as well as Mr. pulling up the anchor spot, Mr. Eugene Olson. For Trainwreck, we have Chris Germain Jr., Tom Panabianco, and Steven Scheckenberger as the anchor pulling up for Trainwreck. And for Powerhouse, Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. picks up his strike on his first ball, so it looks like he's not having trouble. I'm sorry, nobody threw the ball on the scratch pair. That was on first team handicap. Okay, once again, let's do the correction. Mr. Chris Germain Jr. throws a strike on his first ball for train wreck. Let's see if Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. does. He hasn't had an opportunity to go up there, and Tom's already ready. All right, now he's letting somebody else go ahead of him. Okay. So we have Tom Pambianco throwing his first ball, the lefty, throws it down and in, and he leaves a split. That's not the way Tom wants to start off right now. Okay, Mr. Walter McKnight Jr., he actually throws a strike on his first ball. So he's locked in. Looks like here, Ocean Lanes, these lanes hook real hard on the back end. The question is who can take advantage of. Right now, train wreck with Tom to see if he can pick up this spare here. And he does not. Let's see what Kevin Rossiter can do. This is a scratch pair. You definitely want to start out with a fast start. Get on top of your opponent and leave no question in their mind who's going to be. Ooh, now he throws a strike. Now it just threw the ball inside and the ball went long. So it might be that 5 and out is dry and inside the ball go long. So let's see if Kevin Rossiter can pick this up. Steven Scheckenberger is up. Let's see if, AKA Stiffy, let's see if he can throw a striker. He throws it out and lets the ball come back. So right now he didn't come through the ball with any authority. Kevin Rossiter gets the 3 on the left side. So now the 2 middle bowlers on each team has a split and an open. So let's see what can happen from here. See if Stiffy should be able to pick this up, but no, you can't read these lanes yet, so he picks his spare up. Mother-in-law. Let's see if Eugene Olsen can throw a strike here and get up on top of the match here. And he throws a split. Oh, this is going to be fun today. I bowled here one time, and this house is just unbelievable. It reminds me of Doverama. You never know what you're going to get out here. Eugene throws his ball to see if he can pick up the spare, and he does, but he doesn't pick up the spare, but he at least got the 2 to the left side. All right, now it looks like here the 2 leadoff men are the only ones that have a strike here. And unfortunately, train wreck has 2 splits back to back. I'm sorry, that's Powerhouse. Powerhouse has 2 splits back to back. Let's see if Walter McKnight Jr., see what he does, start leading off on this pair. And he throws a strike, so he's throwing it out past 5, following through and letting the ball come back to the pocket. So that might be the shot for today. It's not exactly a down and in shot, but you got to get that ball out to the right or to the left, past 5, which is not normal for most houses, and let that ball come back into the shot. That's one way. The other way, you may want to play around 10, make sure your ball can get long, and then go from there. Okay, that's a different type of strike. The 2 leadoff men, Mr. Chris Germain and Walter McKnight, actually both starting off this match, 2 strikes in a row. Kevin Rossiter just threw and left the 3-6-10. See if he can pick that up. Okay, let's see if Kevin Rossiter will pick this up. Oh, my. Oh, on the scratch pair, you definitely don't want to be doing that. Oh, Kevin Rossiter threw it right into the gutter. Looks like here Tom threw a strike on the second ball, so Looks like train wreck has corrected its problems. Let's see if Mr. Scheckenberger can actually throw a strike here. You don't want to leave it open early on in this match. Keeps the ball in, throws a strike. There you go. Two different ways of throwing the ball, but you either play it inside, which a lot of people can't, or you play it from 5 and out, but you make sure you keep your ball speed up and follow through every shot. All right, let's see if Mr. Eugene Elson can do here. He throws a strike too. He got an outside 5, got it long. Looks like he's using a Pro Max solid. That looks like a good strike. That kind of ball is really for a dry lane, so he's throwing it outside where it needs to be. And at the same time, he's keeping his ball speed up and he followed through. So all strikes for train wreck in the second frame. Let's see if Mr. Chris Germain can do this one here. And he leads the ringing 10 pin. Good ball. Ball got into the pocket, went a little bit deep into the pocket. It leads his 10 pin. Now, with this kind of shot here, you never know if everybody's going to be able to pick up their spares. So you can't take anything for granted. Let's see if Kevin Rossler, what he can do in this one. See if he can get on the board with a closed frame. Okay, not the conventional strike we're looking for, but a strike is a strike. He has a smile on his face. That's a good thing. Let's see if Mr. Chris Germain can pick up the spare. He's a two-handed bowler and picks that up with no problem. And for those who would normally use a plastic ball, today for the corners, because it's so oily in the middle, I would probably use a regular bowling ball, one that can hook so it don't go into the gutter. Let's see what Kevin Rossler does here. Gets the ball down and into the pocket. That's a first strike in the match. That's good for Mr. Kevin Rossler. He had a sigh of relief there. See if Tom can, what he does. He comes back with a strike. Strike looks like Tom's keeping his speed up. You still got to keep your speed up even though there's oil out there. But you got to make sure you follow through. Or else it could be a very long day. These guys, let's look at Walter McKnight Jr.'s average is 241. This is for Powerhouse. Kevin Rossler, 230, and Eugene Olson, a 246. Don't know what houses they bowl at, but that's their averages for this for this match. Let's see if Eugene Olson can throw a strike here, and he leaves, looks like the 6 pin. All right, and for train wreck on the scratch pair, you have Chris Germain Jr. with a 236 average. Tom Panabianco with a 237 and Stefan Scheckenberger with a 241. At this point, it really doesn't matter. If you're 230 and above, all you want to know is can you throw strikes in this house? Okay, Stiffy which is his nickname in the UBA. He leads a 10 pin. Let's see if he can pick it up. He's coming back to get another ball to throw at the 10 pin. Let's see if he can actually pick it up. Kevin Rossler gets the ball out with his Pro Max, and he picks that up. This is going to be a challenge to see if you can manage your frustration, because you see already what kind of movement you have on the balls on going down lane. So the question is going to become, if you don't strike, can you manage your emotions to stay into the shot? That's going to be the key part for this match. All right, now Stiffy just talking to Chris Germain. Let's see if he can pick up his 10 pin. And he does. You definitely still got to follow through to make sure that ball gets long. You can't take anything for granted. All right, let's see what Chris Germain does on lane number 31. See how he comes out the ball. He's set. Mr. Two-Handed Wonder. And throws another strike. Out of the first 4 frames, Chris Germain has thrown 4 strikes in a row. 3 strikes, well, 2 strikes, a spare, and then a strike. I'm sorry. Okay, and for Mr. Walter McKnight Jr., he has 4 strikes in a row. Let's see if Tom could put a third strike in there and see if Kevin Rosser actually still has a good idea of what he's doing at this point in time. Tom throws his ball, and he throws a strike into the pocket. It looks like Tom has gotten his situation together. He has 3 strikes in a row. Kevin Rosser throws his ball, and he unfortunately leaves the 9-pin. Not a bad shot, but the ball didn't get long enough. So when you're bowling scratch, you always want to make sure that you're at least trying to get what you need to keep pace with your team, with your opponent on the lanes. Let's see if Kevin Rosser can pick this up. Looks like he does. Looks like he has 2 closed frames, 1 a strike, 1 a spare. Let's see Mr. Scheckenberger can do. He threw a strike on this lane the last time. The ball comes back to the pocket, and he throws a strike. So it looks like Mr. Scheckenberger has the lane 31 down pat. He's having a little bit of difficulty on lane 32. All right, let's see if Mr. Eugene Olson does on lane number 32 in the 4th frame. Let's see if he can throw a strike here. He needs to be a little bit more consistent, being as though he's an anchor man. And he throws a strike, so it looks like he's striking on lane 32. The question is, will he get back on track on lane 31? Okay, here's up on the lanes right now. One Game Wonder. Love that name. See if Mr. McKnight can continue on with his wonder there. Yes, he does. He has 5 in a row. He's locked in right now. He's locked in right now. Now, it's up to Mr. Chris Germain Jr. as well as the rest of Trainwreck to stay with him because he has 5 in a row. Now, unfortunately, he's the only one on Powerhouse that's actually doing a good job here. But Trainwreck can actually open up a lead here if they can continue to throw strikes as a team. Not as individuals, but as a team. Let's see if Mr. Kevin Rosser, what he does here on this pair. Threw a strike the last time. And he does not. He leaves a 6-10. Let's see what Mr. Chris Germain Jr. does here. Gets the ball out, comes back, and he throws a strike. So he comes back with a double here. This is a close match now. It's still early. It's still going into the 5th frame. But it looks like if Tom throws a strike here, Trainwreck can start their engines up and start pulling away out of the station. Kevin Rosser throws his ball. He picks up the 6-10. Let's see what Tom does here. Tom gets the ball past 5. He comes back a little bit. He didn't come through the ball, unfortunately. It looks like he left the 9 count, the 9-pin. Had he followed through, it didn't seem like he was really liking the ball when he first was actually going to the line. Let's see if he'll pick up. He's a lefty, so he should be able to pick that up with no problem. Okay. Mr. Olson throws another strike, so he's working on a double. All right, Tom picks up his spare. Now we're just waiting on the anchor man for Trainwreck. Right now, Trainwreck without the anchor man throwing his ball is up by 4. Unfortunately, in the first 2 frames, Powerhouse had 2 splits or opens in the first 3 frames. So the question becomes now, what is Mr. Scheckenberger going to do? Let's see if he can be the conductor and let that ball come out there. There you go. He throws a strike. All right. So now through 5 frames, Trainwreck is at 287. Powerhouse is at 263, only because they had those 3 opens. But they had one man, one Superman, one game wonder is on 5 in a row. Mr. Chris Germain currently, if he didn't throw that spare in the 3rd frame, he would have been on 5 in a row. So right now he has a chance to throw 30, so at least Trainwreck can maintain their lead. Gets the ball out, and he throws a strike. It's almost unfair what two-handed bowlers can do. I would never say that it should be outlawed, because the fact that they're even bowling and allowing it is a good thing. Let's see if one game wonder can actually throw a strike here. Gets the ball out, and he throws a strike. Okay, Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. actually has 6 in a row. He's locked in. That last ball did look a little funny, but it did get the job done. That's all that matters. Question now is what his 2 teammates will do, Mr. Kevin Roster and Eugene Olson. Eugene Olson seems like he's locked in. Let's see what Tom does for Trainwreck here. And Tom throws a strike. Looks like he followed through. And end result. Looks like Trainwreck is locked in here. And Kevin Roster, unfortunately, does not put enough behind the ball. He gets the ball out, but he doesn't come through the ball. And I don't care who you are. If you don't come through the ball, you're not going to get the reaction on the ball that you're looking for to come back to the pocket. His ball came back a little bit too early, but he didn't put nothing behind it to get the ball long. I don't know if he should consider a ball change or just put a little bit more or move up on lane. Some people get distracted by that. Some people can play doing that. Let's see if he picks this up. He missed him the last time. And he chops. Okay, Mr. Kevin Rosser is responsible for 3 opens through the first 6 frames. His other 2 opens, one was a strike, the other one was 2 spares. So Mr. Kevin Rosser is having a tough time here in the first 6 frames in the first game. Let's see what Mr. Scheckenberger does. And he gets the ball a little long. He threw the ball a little cavalier. He didn't come stay underneath the ball. The ball went long, so he helped Mr. Kevin out. Let's see what Mr. Olson does here. Gets the ball down with the Pro Max, and he leaves a range 7 pin. Okay, that's a different way from Mr. Scheckenberger. He's the man with the 241 average, so I'm not going to say anything against him. But let's see what he does here. See Mr. Olson pick this up. And nothing is guaranteed. You have a 246 average bowler lefty that just whiffed on the 7 pin. So nothing is guaranteed today. Powerhouse is having a tough time here. They need to do something in order to get back in this match. It looked like Trainwreck is about the only reason why Trainwreck hasn't gone any further is because they themselves have 2 opens as well. But let's be honest, Powerhouse, Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. is actually keeping his team in the match with all strikes. Chris Germain with the strikes, so he has 4 in a row. Okay, he's feeling good. Let's see what Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. does. Let's see if he can come back with a strike here. He can at least keep his team in the match. Sometimes this one man can make a difference in terms of keeping the game into keeping your team in the match. Let's see what he can do here. Goes out, he missed his shot, he missed his mark altogether. No pin action there, no messenger that time. You can't throw it way out and then don't follow through and think the ball's going to come back to you. Now, unfortunately, that's what happened. He has an easy spare, so he should be able to pick that up, but he has 6 in a row. He did a good job. He's doing his job in terms of maintaining, setting the tone for his team. Let's see if Tom can throw a strike here. Tom does not. Let's see what can happen here. Mr. Jermaine should pick this up with no problem, and he does. Mr. Walter McKnight, I'm sorry, pick this up with no problem. Let's see what Kevin Rossiter does here. Now, Mr. McKnight has carried his team this whole time in this game one. It's time for his middleman, Mr. Kevin Rossiter and Eugene Olson, to take over and help him out. One man cannot win a game by himself, even if you do throw a 300. Kevin studies, comes through the ball, good shot, and unfortunately he didn't get the ball long enough to the right. All right, let's see if Mr. Scheckenberg can get back on his game. Kevin, unfortunately, Rochester, he's just having a tough game this time, and I don't see any subs here. So out of his first 7 shots he's thrown, he has 4 opens. I don't care who you are, that's a bad day. Okay, let's see if Mr. Eugene Olson can get back on his game. At least you 2 out of 3 that get strikes here. Let's see what Mr. Olson does here. Oh my goodness. This house, you don't need to help the ball to get to the pocket. You just got to get the ball long and follow through. So unfortunately, Powerhouse is having a tough time here. Now, keep in mind, you can only sub one person in the whole match for a team within the UBA rules. So Greg Olson, I don't think he's going out. He just has to get set or get a better ball that can get long for him. He picks up the spare. This is not a game of spares, it's a game of strikes. Right now, Mr. Chris Jermaine Jr. is actually throwing strikes. Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. was throwing strikes. He had a little hiccup in the 7th frame. He didn't keep his ball speed up. But now you have to bowl again and do it. So okay, and all right, Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. back on his strike game. He felt good with that. A little heart palpitation. Let's see if Mr. Chris Jermaine Jr. can actually strike here. This is a battle of the juniors. Ooh, he throws a split. He didn't get his ball out far enough to the right. And then this is the result that we get. All right, see if Kevin Rossiter can get back on something here. And he's still leaving. Oh, he throws a strike. There's a different way. He got a strike. Somebody call the cops. He really don't deserve it, but we'll give it to him. Let's see what Chris Jermaine do now. Now, Trainwreck dude they were running away with this match. All right. Unfortunately, Chris Jermaine does not pick up his split, which is okay. He has 185 through 8 frames, but we definitely want to get back on top. Oh, my goodness, 7-10 split. What else can happen to Powerhouse? Maybe they've been lifting too much. I don't know. But Greg Olson leads a 7-10 split. Let's see what Tom does here. They can easily walk this away. And Tom comes back, ooh, with a strike there. This house is very generous with strikes. I don't know what's going on. Tom must have went to church this morning. All right, let's see if Anchorman for Trainwreck can actually, Mr. Stefan Schenkenberger, see if he can throw a strike. I wouldn't throw anything right now with that 7-10 split up there, but that's just me. Okay, he's just practicing his approach to the line. He actually bought out a new ball. That's not a bad strategy, being as though you're already losing. You're only down by 37, but you have 2 more frames to get back into this match. Your other teammates are not doing too well, and unfortunately, they need to get back on track. Let's see if Mr. Schenkenberger can throw a strike here. And he does. He got his ball up. Now, for tall bowlers, this should be a piece of cake, because really all you got to do is toss your ball out like you would do normally, keep your ball speed up and reach out. The guys who are shorter, they have to put a little bit more behind the ball and get a ball that's going to go longer, as well as use a symmetrical ball, not an asymmetrical ball. You don't have, in this house, definitely do not have to help on the back end. So now what in the world could the 2 leadoff guys be talking about? They sure not talking about the weather. Let's see if Chris Jermaine can get back on his strike game. He gets the ball out, and he gets that messenger, gets that 10 pin out the way. Chris Jermaine back on track. He had a little hiccup in the 9th frame, in the 8th frame. Mr. McKnight, he comes back with a strike as well. So Mr. McKnight is having a great game here at Ocean Lanes, where it's a very tough shot here. You don't know what you're going to find here. It's like the circus. Now we got to see, it's the battle of the two second men on the pair. See if Tom can do here. Tom kept his speed up, and he throws a strike. It wasn't the prettiest strike in the world, but he'll take it. Let's see what Kevin Rossiter can do. See if he can actually get on track here. And he throws a strike. Okay, Mr. Kevin Rossiter. All right, he still doesn't seem all confident about it, but hey, he threw 2 strikes in a row. That's a big thing for him. You got to take baby steps sometimes. Schenkenberger throws his ball. He threw it too slow, and that's the end result. You have to keep your ball speed up at this house. And Mr. Olson leaves the 10 pin. So no harm, no foul. The only foul here is that in the 9th frame, it looks like Schenkenberger is going to have a split. So if he has a split, that's not a good thing for him. Not that you want to leave the door open for your opponent, but you want to be able to shut the door, and he only picks up 1 pin. So I know that the way that you get that is by going for the 7 pin, but that wasn't. He needed something that could kick over to try to get the 10 pin. Let's see what Olson does. Let's see. Woo! Okay. These guys trying to give me a heart palpitation or something. All right, so right now going into the 10th frame, it looks like here Powerhouse is down by 60. But their leadoff man is working on a double. If he strikes out without Trainwreck throwing their first ball, this could get interesting real fast, being as though Trainwreck's anchorman had a split and an open in the 9th frame. Let's see what these guys can do. Each ball that the first and second man, Kevin Rossiter, yes, he does have 2 strikes in a row. That's if they strike out, this could be very interesting. You never want to leave that door open for the other team to get back in this match. Let's see what Mr. McKnight does. Okay, Mr. McKnight has added 30 to his score, so he's got it down to 30 pins down. Let's see if Mr. Christian Germain can actually do it here. He has to throw a strike to get 20. They'll put him back up by 50. Let's see what he does. He got it out far enough, and he gets a strike. At this point, if you're a two-hander and you have revolutions on your ball, you definitely want to get that ball out to the right and deep into the pocket so you can get that ball deep enough so you can throw a strike. You cannot play yourself and think you can slow up on your ball. All right, Mr. Chris Tremaine is up for his second shot. Mr. McKnight let him get up there. I don't know what's going on with that, but hey, it's not me. He like it, I love it. Chris Tremaine destroys the pocket that time. He has 2 in a row. Let's see if Mr. McKnight can answer that call there. Let's see if he can get a 20 added to that. Okay, got it out far enough. And he throws a strike. So Mr. Germain said, I can do that. You can do one. I can do it better. All right. So now the lead for Trainwreck is up to 50, down to 50. But now let's see what can happen. Good thing is for Powerhouse that they have Mr. McKnight at the leadoff spot. And Mr. Kevin Rossiter, of all people, has the opportunity to get that point count down even more. Not to win the game, but to get the pin count down. And Mr. Germain goes out with a good shot there with a 245. So that's a great game for Mr. Germain. Let's see if Mr. Walter can do. Let's see if what he finishes with. And he throws a strike on his last ball. These guys are throwing some good balls here. He goes out with a 279. So he had an outstanding game. He only had one spare in the seventh frame. So if he didn't have that, he would have had a 300 game right there. So both good bowling by both bowlers. All right, now Tom and everybody wants to talk to each other on lanes. Never seen this before. Let's see what Tom does with his first ball. Sometimes he slows his ball up. Okay, he comes through the ball, and he leaves that ringing 7-pin. And that could be interesting if Tom misses the spare. Let's see what Kevin does. See if he can. No, sorry, Kevin. You only get 2 strikes in a row. Kevin's had a tough game this game here. And I know Kevin can bowl better than that. Let's see if Tom picks up his spare. And he does. That's a big spare to pick up. Because had he missed that, he would have gave Powerhouse an opportunity to get back in the match. Now, those 4 pins down there are not easy to pick up. So Kevin's going to have to make sure he stays behind his ball and follow through and make sure his ball gets long. Are we making a ball? Hold on.
Inconclusive evidence right now.
Okay, looks like Trainwreck is contemplating a bowler change on another pair. So they said to be determined. Okay, Mr. Kevin Rossiter goes out with a 142. That's not a good game. I don't care how you try to dress it up. All right, let's see if their anchor man can actually strike out here. All you want to do now at this point is get the pin count down. Okay, he leaves a ringing 7-pin. All right, Mr. Scheckenberger, he had an open in his 9th frame. Had Mr. Olsen through a strike there. It would have been quite interesting going down the pike here. All right, Mr. Scheckenberger can try to keep the momentum going to try to keep the pin count up, but he won't be adding 2 from into the 9th frame. So anything he gets, this will only be add up to 10 pins, 10 points. He's set. Mr. Scheckenberger comes out the ball pretty good, and he throws a strike. Now I know he got to be kicking himself, because sometimes you just have to slow yourself down and come through the ball like you normally do and keep your speed up. All right, let's see if Mr. Oates can pick up this 7-pin. Nothing is guaranteed. He missed the last one, and he picks that one up. So Mr. Olsen, at this point, all he wants to do is get that pin count down. But Mr. Scheckenberger said, nah, buddy, I'm trying to put more gasoline on the fire. And Mr. Scheckenberger leaves a ringing 10-pin. But Trainwreck wins on the scratch pair of the first game with 646 to 5 and counting. Let's see Mr. Olsen if he can throw a strike here, and he does. So now Powerhouse is down by 54 sticks in the first game on the scratch pair. Quite interesting. These matches is not going. Nobody's going to be running away with this. Let's put it that way. Mr. Scheckenberger goes to pick up that 10-pin, and he does. So Mr. Scheckenberger goes out with a 186, led by their fearless leader, Mr. Chris Germain with a 245. Mr. Tom Panabianco goes out with a 216, and pulling up the rear, Mr. Stefan Scheckenberger with the 186. At least he beat his man across from him with a 171. And unfortunately, Mr. Kevin Roster goes out with a 142. I know Powerhouse is very happy that they got Walter McKnight Jr. on that pair because he had the highest score with a 279. Now, they're only down by 55 sticks. You can get back in the match and get totals if you win the next two games, but you got to win by more than 55 sticks. Just so for a scoring standpoint, each pair, you can win 2 points for each game. If you win totals on the pair, you get at least 4 points additional. So you can win 10 points on each pair. Then you add up the total pins across all three pairs of lanes. And if you, oh boy, Mr. Scheckenberg comes out with Mr. Chris Germain comes out with a split. He didn't keep his speed up, and he didn't get the ball wide enough. But then you can get additional 10 pins by winning totals across all three pairs. So let's see who's going to do that. There's no gimme in this game. Okay, now we're here on Handicap 2 finishing up. Mr. Scriff. Let's see, he has working on 2 strikes here. Let's see what he can do from here, see if he can throw his last strike and finish up that game. At this point, looks like here, Powerhouse is actually up on that pair right now by 82. Let's see if what did he add to the score. Right now they're up by 89. So at this point, I'm sorry, Trainwreck is up by 89 on this pair. So 89 points for the first game, 55 on scratch. It's not looking too good for Powerhouse if they're looking to get back in this match. And here goes my partner here, the man himself. Thank you for arriving, sir.
Oh, yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, I had to swim in the ocean to get the ocean lanes, but neither that. Here we are.
Right now is a good matchup. Right now it looks like Trainwreck is won by 55 on the scratch pair in the first game, and their second team handicap won by 89 sticks. And on the first team handicap, they're still finishing up. So we'll see. We'll be able to call the total pins afterwards. Looks like here, Trainwreck won by 43 on the first team handicap. So you want to do the math, sir?
All right, so right now, the way everything's looking, it's looking like Trainwreck is already starting everything up. And it looks like we're going to be going to handicap pair number 2. And for handicap pair number 2, We'll be checking out first for Powerhouse. It'll be Justin Doslet. It'll be Frank Gagliano and Robert Geyer. And for Trainwreck, we have Dan Kopp himself, Daniel Coppola, Jason Casano, and we have Thomas Scrifignano.
AKA Scriff.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
They won by 89 sticks. So now, at this moment in time, Trainwreck for all three pairs is up by 101 sticks.
101.
That's unofficial, but they're up by 101 sticks, looking to widen their lead.
Well, if you play numbers, you might want to play that because 101 was the deficit in yesterday's match of Murder Inc. versus their opponents yesterday. Yeah, that was Total Mayhem and Murder Inc. yesterday. So if you're a numbers person, 101 seems to be the number to play for this weekend.
Yeah, we better box that.
We better box it. Well, it's all about boxing right now, and right now it seems that Powerhouse is taking a lot of hits, especially across the board. 101 is the deficit. But over on handicap pair number 2, we're going to see what's going on.
Looks like both leadoff men threw a strike there, but unfortunately, it looks like there's a slight split for Powerhouse man, Mr.
Jason Casano.
No, that's Trainwreck.
Oh, you said for Powerhouse, yes. For Powerhouse is Frank Gagliano.
Yeah, he didn't pick up his split, so he had to split there. Mm-hmm. Let's see if Casano can actually pick up his 7th pin. It shouldn't be too hard, being as though he's a righty. But you never take anything for granted.
That's right, and it hangs on, and no problem on the 7th pin. So one thing about Powerhouse and Trainwreck, you're not going to see, especially for a lot of Jersey teams, you're not going to see a lot of handicap bowlers on the handicap pair. The averages speak for themselves. Justin Doslet coming in with 220, receiving 16 pins of handicap. Frank Gagliano, 15 pins of handicap, 221 average. Robert Geyer, 227, only receiving 10 pins. And over on Trainwreck side, Dan Kopp, 230, only getting 8. Jason Casano, 221, receiving 15. And Tommy Scriff, 230, only receiving 8.
Well, they understood the assignment, and the only thing is, at this house, if you can tell your teammate, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this might be the house that if you did put handicap bowlers out, and with the way that this house is playing, if a handicap bowler was bowling really good, this match could get really crazy.
Yep. Yeah, and today handicap is only really the namesake because everybody is putting out their best lineups and they're just coming out and they're throwing their equipment and looking to get what they can get. So for what I can see, the back end really isn't snapping like that as we know in most places.
No, it's snapping a lot here.
It's snapping a lot, but yes, if you miss inside, it happens to go a little further down lane.
Yes, it gets the ball down lane, but the problem here is that if you slow your ball speed up, then what happens is the ball will grip the lane. I don't care if it's a dry ball here, and what it'll do is, okay, so.
Well, no problem. Well, we definitely see. Let's see how they decide to play the lanes. Powerhouse right there. We see. Justin just picked up his bucket. Let's see what Dan Kopp is going to do.
Dan Kopp he was on a double. So let's see what Casano does here. Yep. He's the man that's up right now. You got to keep your speed up, get that ball out, and let it come back to the pocket. And he does. He throws a strike there.
There you go. Looking like a younger sibling of Dan Kopp there, and crossing over to the Brooklyn side was Mr. Gagliano.
Yeah, Mr. Gagliano seems, a.k.a. Mr. Silver Fox. He might be silver, but he ain't acting like a fox.
Well, damn sure wasn't golden there.
He's having a tough time, but he just needs to stay underneath the ball and come through the ball. He has a good look. He's just not executing right.
Well, let's see what the Fox says here on his attempted 6-pin. All right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm not going to give you that.
And it somehow takes out the 2 and the 8.
So Scriff actually comes with a double here in the first 2 frames. Let's see what Mr. Robert Geiger does. Let's see if he can answer the call.
Well, yes, I got a chance to cover Robert Geyer a lot, especially doing a lot of tag team matches. And let's see right now if we can tag the pins up, getting up the lane.
And he answers it with a strike.
That's right, mixes it up.
That's what he has to do. Trainwreck needs. They lost the first game on the second pair by 89 sticks. They need to do something to stay in this match.
So looking at Trainwreck, we already know the team that blows the horn and they blow pins back.
They've been in the playoffs the last 2 years.
Making a lot of noise.
Yes, and the only person that I don't see here today is one of my favorites, Carson Lacocious. Yes,
that's right.
She is outstanding. She's going around getting awards because she's a great bowler. And I just want to see her be on the scratch pair one day in the playoffs. She's that good of a bowler.
That's right. And
to not have her on the scratch pair is a travesty.
Well, that wasn't that good of a shot right there by Dan Kopp. And let's see if he can take advantage of it. And no, he doesn't take advantage of it. If this was a best ball situation, let's just say Dan Kopp won that exchange.
Yeah, Justin started out with a strike, but next 2 balls was not a strike. So.
Little bit more of a finessing two-hander is one Justin Doslick. Well, not Justin Doslick. Yes, for Justin Doslick. And he definitely doesn't put a lot of revs on the ball.
He's a two-handed bowler.
He's a two-handed bowler, but you find some two-handed bowlers, shockingly, will not rev it up.
Yes, because they don't have, they still are probably off balance and aren't, performing like they normally or could do. And that's why one of the reasons why people go to being a two-handed. But being a two-handed, you still got to be able to come through the ball. Yeah, no matter what it is, you still got to be able to come through the ball.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with it myself, and let's just say you might see some of it in the future.
Oh, yeah. Lord.
Oh, yeah.
And you're right. You are doing a two-hand. Let's see what Mr. Casano could do here.
Let's see if we do some one-hand damage right here by Mr. Casano. So, like, in most cases with handicap, the pins are assisting you. And
Casano throws a strike there.
Beautiful shot right there.
He doubles up.
Yeah. Playing that inside line. Adjusting and moving with the oil as opposed to trying to go against it.
All right, let's see what the anchor man can do here. Mr. Scriff for Trainwreck. Trainwreck is moving out. They say all aboard.
Let's see if the train keeps on rolling. If you're going to leave, don't leave nothing. Let's see what the Silver Fox is going to do here.
Yeah, Frank needs to do something.
Well, something is about to happen. And
he almost left the 7-10.
He almost left the 7-10.
Turned into a strike.
Yeah, something almost happened.
Yeah, I was about to say he might want to go to Walmart, but,
Wally World.
Yeah,
some people call it Wally.
Yeah, Wally World.
Yeah, some of the Trainwreck members are wondering what knocked them down. We don't know what knocked them down. It could have been the Ocean's Wave here at Ocean Lane.
Been something. I saw a little man back there, but hey, let's see what Script does. He can finish up 3 in a row here for Trainwreck. They're starting off good here. They're looking to widen their lead early. Script gets the ball out past 5. Wow. But the ball, you saw that ball came back early.
Oh, yeah. That ball took a little jump. Almost leaving the 4-9. Mercifully, the 9 falls. The 4 remains.
Okay, Scriff goes to pick up that spare, and he does.
He definitely does. So, lineups are very important here when you're making these season tour stops. Even though it is the beginning, it's all about the finish. And in terms of not only finishing games, but finishing the season. So, you want to always put your best foot forward, but in the beginning is a good chance to test out your lineups, see what you could do, a little mixing of the bowl a little bit, see what you could create. And Dan Kopp's trying to create a strike for his first shot, and that's not happening for these past couple of frames.
Well, he finally throws a strike there.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. JD definitely does. Justin Doslick finally striking on his first shot. Let's see, Cop right here can pick up his 4-pin right
Looked
now.
like 4-pin or 8-pin.
That was definitely a 4 because he went high. He left the same thing that was left on lane 35.
Okay.
And not being the best bowler myself, I've left enough 4s and 4-9s in my life. Being a 4, I have a special relationship now.
One thing I will say, you are definitely a competitor.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to compete, and it's all about the competition. And it's all about what the pins say, and let's see what the Fox says.
Okay, looks like Frank throws a double.
That's right.
Let's see if he can continue.
He was a little frank. He was a little frank on that one.
A little frank, yes. Let's see if he can actually keep it together.
Yeah.
And continue to throw strikes instead of spares and splits.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Mr. Casano, he has 2 in a row. Let's see if he can throw 3.
Casano up.
And he throws a strike.
That's right.
Now it looks like Trainwreck is back to their winning ways on the second team handicap.
And mercy. The Pins have showed mercy on that almost big 4 lead by Rob Geyer.
Yeah, Mr. Geyer, he kind of brought his hand across his body. In this house, it's very important that you slow your feet down so your timing can be on point. And with your timing be on point, you can come through the ball appropriately. So the question is, can they actually do it correctly?
Yeah, this is actually my first time getting a chance to firsthand see this house.
And for the Giants fans, the quarterback Dart actually ran the ball in for a touchdown.
Oh,
and Mr. Geyer, unfortunately, chops.
Well, speaking of touchdowns, that came up short, and he chops the 6 off the 10 right there. And
that's not the way. If you're looking to get back in this match on your pair and win a game, you cannot afford to have an open.
Yeah, right now. No, if you want to keep some power on in your house, you don't want the lights to go out.
So, like I said, this house is not easy to bowl at. You have to keep your speed up, and you have to hit the lanes correctly with a symmetrical ball, not an asymmetrical ball.
Yeah. Let's talk about a lot of myths in the bowling world. The myth of the lefty and righty house. Now, I know personally from seeing a lot of social media posts and everything, Amanda Nardiello, shout out to her, she shoots a lot of numbers in this house. Now, and that takes nothing away from the fact that she's great in her own right. But do you believe in the whole specter of lefty versus righty houses, lefty houses and righty houses and whatnot?
Well, due to the fact, I believe it's not about the house, it's about the utilization on both sides. On the right side, you have way more righties than you do have lefties. So the lefty probably will see the shot even better than a righty will. Look at here, unfortunately.
Yeah, right there. Dan Kopp does make his 10-pin, and he looks back to say, all right, I'm still here. So now Casano already on 3 in a row, looking to do something.
Let's see if Casano can throw this ball better than he did the last time.
Well, if he keeps throwing it better, his score is going to get better, and their chances of winning this game is going to get better.
That's right. He comes around the ball, and he didn't keep his speed up.
Did not. You're right. Very good point. The speed was down. No speed limit accusations there.
Let's see what Frank, a.k.a. Silver Fox, can do here. And he leads the split. Oh, this is going to be split day.
Oh, yeah.
Now, his ball would have hit the pocket better had he been around 7 to 10.
Yeah.
The way he rolls his ball. If you're not used to coming from the outside and following through and letting your ball come through the pins, that's not going to help you. Let's see what Casano does. He picks up his spare, uses a plastic ball there.
That's right. We call that Old Faithful.
All right, do you think Silver Fox is going to pick this up? Say now.
Yes.
No.
Maybe so.
He didn't pick it up, ladies and gentlemen. The brain.
A hashtag get a pair more.
You want? I got my bowling balls right outside, baby.
I got a league, so you lucky.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I got a league, man.
Okay, let's see if Scriff can actually capitalize on the miss by Mr. Geyer in the last frame.
Yes.
See if he can double up here.
Let's see if Tommy Scriff can flip the script here.
It just seemed like he was stiff. He didn't seem like he was coming through the ball like he normally wants to shut up.
Well, let's see what Geyer's got to say about that.
Mr. Geyer's just having a tough time.
Anything you could do, I could do worse.
Yes. That's not a good thing, though.
It's not.
Not when you're trying to get back in this match here.
No. It's like if you leave something that you don't want to leave, which is any kind of spare, it's like you hold your breath, and then your opponent throws something worse. Then you can finally exhale a little bit.
I see if Scriff can pick his. Yeah, he does. He picks up his spare, so he has a clean game.
And which is, say that again.
He has a clean game.
How important is that? Very.
At this house, it's very important. Now, yesterday we saw a 7-10 split picked up by Mr. Primus.
That's right,
Let's see
prime
if
time.
Mr. Geyer can pick this up. No.
Well, he definitely gets 2 pins, but unfortunately he had 2 left still remaining.
Every pin counts. We never can say that, but he didn't pick up the split. So let's try not to leave next time. Now we have Mr. Who?
Mr. Doslick, Justin Doslick. And a little slower, but right in the oil and slower. And
You cannot throw your ball slow in this house. You need a ball that can definitely get long. If you don't, then that's a problem. And once again, Mr. Koppler's throwing it too slow. And this is a match that you actually will want younger people in the match if people who are older can't keep their ball speed up. Okay?
Well, they got to do something.
This is not let's make a deal. It's called give me a break.
Well, let's see what the deal is with this spare.
And oh my goodness, Mr. Justin Doslick is having a tough time. He's walking back. He's shaking his head. He has his. I see what the problem is. He got a Green Bay Packer hat on. That's his problem right there.
What are you trying to say? He has to pack it up?
Yeah, it might be. And Mr. Kopp.
Kopp didn't make the. He didn't make a baby that one.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's not trying to send a subtle message to his wife.
Oh man, Kopp decided.
Let's see what Silver Fox
going to pull out. Silver Fox.
Okay, he looked like he got a strike after leaving a split, leaving a open last frame.
Yeah, merciful carry there. Let's see if Casano can.
This is where you have to know your equipment.
And you got to know your personnel as well.
And in this match, you really have to know your equipment. You have to know what bowling balls can get long.
Yep.
Now, see if Mr. Casano can continue on in his clean game, because whoever has a clean game can actually win the match, win the pair for him. Right now, Trainwreck is up by 30 on this pair here.
Yep. For this, for this game.
But the thing is, Mr. Casano hasn't thrown his ball yet. If he throws a strike here, they'll be up by 50.
Yes.
All right, we're going to switch back over to the scratch pair real quickly. They're going into the 7th frame. Mm-hmm. Looks like both the leadoff guys, Mr. McKnight as well as Mr.
Chris
Germain, can actually throw a 3-bagger or a turkey. They need to be able to build on this. Powerhouse is still down. They're down by 18. Let's see what Chris Germain does. He gets the ball out, and he throws a strike, so he does what he's supposed to do.
Well,
he's smiling, looking at Mr. McKnight like, hey, buddy, you're a one-game wonder.
Yeah.
And he said, my name is Chris Germain.
Well, yes. We already know Chris Germain has been in big-time situations. He's performed in the playoffs alongside Carson. We already know what Chris Germain can do when the lights are on. Now it's all about Mr. McKnight. Mr. McKnight Jr., Battle of the Juniors.
Oh, my. Woo, he got lucky.
He definitely got lucky.
He could have left that 7-10 split.
Yeah. And I wonder if they did that on purpose. Walter McKnight Jr. versus Chris Germain Jr.
Well, I say it was the Battle of the Juniors.
That's right.
Mr. McKnight won the battle, but Germain won the war that first game.
And we got a former heavyweight champion here. Padrino himself.
Yeah, he's having trouble out here.
Tom Penabianco.
And he's ringing 7-pin. He's the second bowler.
Yeah. I see he has one open.
One open and the second frame look off of a split. Now, once again, this is not a gimme. You have to be able to pick up your spares.
You got to.
Let's see if Mr. McKnight can do that. And he throws it into the gutter.
Hey. What's going on, sir? Ha.
My man, how you doing, sir?
Yeah. Now the Padrino can breathe a little bit because his opponent, person across from him, missed his 10-pin. And we have the lefty 10-pin, or the 7-pin, if you will.
Well, you still have to pick it up.
Still got to pick it up. And it looks like
Looks
it's
like
getting
he
there.
picked it up. Tom,
Oh, yeah.
Tom has picked up former champion of the Northeast UBA
That's right.
division,
The
heavyweight
Padrino
champion.
himself.
He actually picked it up, so he shouldn't have
Whoa.
no problem here. Let's see if Mr. Kevin Rosser, he's been having a tough day today. He ended the first game with a 142. Let's see if he can get a strike here and keep his team in the match. Get it down to 20. And Kevin Rosser throws a strike, so that's double.
That's right.
That's good. Looks like Powerhouse was looking to make some substitution, but they couldn't figure out who they wanted to sub in.
Because, yeah, I could see based on the score, the anchor is having a little bit of a tough day today, Mr. Eugene Olson.
Yeah, Mr. Olson didn't have a good game either. So
What was it? What was game one for him?
183, I believe.
Oh, I believe. Well, hopefully he can at least go up 20 pins or better.
Well, you got to do something. Let's see what Mr. Scheckenberger can do here. He had a tough finish in the first game.
Mr. Berger with a well-done shot there.
And just so everybody know, I'm not keeping track of the NFL score, but the Eagles are up by 14-0 against Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah?
Dallas Goedert just got a flea flicker and got thrown into the game. Here's Mr. Olsen, and he leads what?
He leads a 4-pin.
Okay. Now we're going back to the second team handicap there. Nothing special going on the strike on the scratch pair. Looks like here
Mr. Casano was up.
Mr. Casano's up, but looked like Powerhouse is actually starting to trying to straighten out their problems here.
Oh, maybe they got a little shy when we were over there.
It looked like they had a come to Jesus moment over there. I don't know.
On a Sunday.
That's right. Bless their heart.
Well, they say if you're scared, go to church. Oh, no, another quotable line that I said again. What up, Heron? And, and we're going to see what's going to go right here. We're going to see if their prayers are answered, if they can come back, and if they can knock down some more wood and get some more points and have a good start to the season.
It looked like Scriff had to open the last frame. Let's see what he does this one. Sometimes when you have a split, you can figure it out if you didn't keep your ball speed up. But this time, let's see if he locks in here. Looks like he does. His approach. Keeps his ball speed up. And he throws a strike.
There you go. When the brain speaks, even if they can't hear, somehow they still listen.
Hey, man, look, I'm not trying to be a prophet, but I just want to make sure that guys understand what's going on here.
And got a little distracted because I'm seeing a lot of uncharacteristic misses. But
That's what this house does. Let's see if Justin Doselick can throw a striker. He had one in the 7th frame. Let's see if he can throw one in the 8th frame.
Yeah, and this is a send help moment for all of Powerhouse.
Now, if you notice, when he threw his ball on his release, he still did not follow through. Now, a gentleman by the name of Brian McGrath, him and I talk about bowling all the time.
# get home safe.
Yes, that's right. And Daniel Kopp, unfortunately, throws a split. So he actually leads it, makes it easier for Mr. Doslick. If he picks up his spare, they can try, and I mean try, to have Powerhouse to get back in the match.
Well, his name is Mr. Dan Coppola, and he needs to cop a plea right now because
he need to do something.
Yeah. But you know what? That could be said for both teams. Both teams almost mirror images of each other of mistakes being made.
This is why I love the UBA, because we travel around to different houses, and that determines just how good you can be. Kevin Rossler picking up a split that he should have never left in the first place.
It went out the gutter, so it's not going to count.
It's not going to count. Poor Kevin. Kevin having a hard time here.
Yeah, and so is Dan Kopp. And you know what?
Kopp actually can do better because all he has to do is come through the middle, let the ball go down, get the ball down further and out. When you roll the ball down, you actually are creating friction to allow your ball to get further, so when it does flip, it'll come back into the pocket. Let's see what Silver Fox does. He throws a strike. Yeah. Remember I said earlier, you have to keep your ball speed up.
And you know what? And that's one thing we can say. If you ever want specialize in down and in, Malachi Moore, you're a down and in specialist. So in this house, this will almost play into your game. You will get with something that you can trust. You will move right, and you will just basically focus on it. If it was a no-tap tournament, you'll focus on the pocket every single time.
Well,
I think too
I'll
much
say
angle
that
is trying to be creative.
I'm now a tweener.
Oh.
Because I can do a little bit more now by swinging the ball. I'm not on the level of Quentin Collins or anything like that. That man is a genius. Let's see what Mr. Casano can do here.
And Casano
Throws the strike there. You know why? He kept his ball in closer to the oil.
Yep.
He's not trying to throw it immediately out to the dry.
That's right. And one thing about Jason Casano, as you can see, he's using the bowlers. A nice shot there by Rob Geyer, another down and in power hitter on Powerhouse. One thing about, you can tell with a lot of the more experienced bowlers, they're not going to get equipment that's going to always be, super strong. They go by the old adage, the old acronym, KISS. Keep it simple. We'll say silly, but we all know it with the last
Stupid. All right, let's see here what Scripps going to do on his ball. They're up by 8 now. He adds 20 to it, so now they're up by 28.
Yeah.
For train wreck. That was a big ball because Powerhouse has 2 guys on 30.
Yeah.
Even though Justin Doselick is having another rough game, unfortunately, Justin, he has his Green Bay Packers hat on, and he's having a tough time. Just like the Packers gave up the game last week.
Yeah.
Let's see if Justin cannot give this game up and get right.
And Cop just can't find it.
Well, you know what? For Daniel, that's a good thing. Here go Daniel now. His nickname is Drama, so I guess he is bringing the drama this game.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a good. And let's see what Mr. Doslick does. And
did you see he popped up that time?
Oh,
and
he popped
all of
way
that,
up.
he leaves a baby split.
I know that's the one time I'm sure he wished the 6-pin would have stood up.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
but the best way to get that is the same way.
Yep.
Cop picks up his spare.
There you go.
So now in the 9th frame, Cop is as a spare. It's very important that Daniel Doselick picks up his spare here.
That's right, and
he does
Justin can't do it.
Sometimes you either can play it like a regular strike ball, where your ball's going to hit it and hit over to the 10-pin, or you have to throw it where you throw at the 6-pin. And
shoot the imaginary
regular,
6.
Exactly. And let your ball come back to the pocket to get both of them, but it has to be on the slant.
It has to be on a slant.
All right, let's see what Mr. Casano is doing here. He only has 1 strike, but if he strikes here, he'll set himself up for the 10th frame.
Yeah, Casano.
Because Frank, a.k.a. Silver Fox, has actually found something. He has 3 in a row.
Yeah, him and Rob Geyer. So right now, Rob Geyer and Mr. Silver Fox himself, Frank Gagliano,
they might win this game in spite of. Let's see what Casano does here. And he throws a strike. That's a big ball. That means he's set up to get a turkey in the 10th frame, his first ball.
Yeah, it's more like a 2-on-2 match because both their leadoff bowlers are struggling.
Yes, they are. Okay, let's see what Silver Fox does. See if he can still keep it going.
Yeah, he needs
because
to.
Powerhouse needs to do something to get back in this match.
Yeah, both handicap pairs.
He gets the ball out. Oh,
I was going to say they had no choice. And right there, that's not good. That's a makeable yet choppable 2-8.
Now, you know what happened there with him? He got his feet fast. Unfortunately, we don't have instant replay, but he got his feet fast, and in getting his feet fast, his arm was coming through the ball.
Well, if he can instantly replay it in his head, he'll tell himself the same thing. Let's see what Scriffignano can do. Let's see what the script says.
Oh,
and the script almost set 7-10.
Ringing 10-pin. He got 9. That's a big 9. He didn't leave it open, which is something that Trainwreck does not want to do at this time.
And, watching this is almost like watching people play basketball on a double rim. You think the shot is good, and then it rims out.
That's right. Now, the big thing for Trainwreck is that, one, they don't have any opens. As long as Scriff doesn't throw the ball in the gutter on this 10-pin, they should be okay.
Yep. And
he does. He picks it up.
He gets
That's a big spare.
Yep.
Because if he misses that now, Trainwreck. Now let's look at what's his name?
Rob
here?
Geyer over here.
Mr. Geyer. If he throws a strike here, he'll be able to get it down to 20 pins, which is huge. Oh,
and he almost leaves at 8-10.
But he left the 10 pin.
Yeah, he got to the pocket. as fast as he
That
could.
is not what he wanted, being as though his leadoff man had a split and wasn't able to pick it up. He
Yeah.
needed a strike so they could continue on and possibly catch Trainwreck in the 10th frame. Now, Mr. Drama, a.k.a. Mr. Justin Doslick, he has to throw a strike here.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is what you call a 10th frame team huddle. You already know you had a struggle getting to the 10th. You're here at the 10th. Now you got to finish in the 10th.
Well, looks like Mr. Doslick loves drama, so he has that as his nickname. Let's see if
Mr. Geyer all
he
over
picks
his
up the
10
10 pin. It wasn't easy,
No, it wasn't
but he
easy.
got it.
Nobody said it was easy.
Don't sing, brother. Don't sing.
Get a pair.
You don't want to do that either.
That's right.
I'll beat you in one game.
One game.
All right, let's
Lefty.
see if Justin Doslick can go for. Let's see if Mr. Justin Doslick can come back and throw another strike here. Ooh, Cop, he got us a lot of 9.
That's a lot of 9.
I don't know where he got that from.
I don't know where that ball was going
He
either.
must have called grandma or something because he didn't do anything with that.
Let's see what.
Lord,
let's
have
see-
mercy.
Let's see what the man. Let's see if he's going to bring the drama
Let's see
here.
if Justin can actually throw another strike here. He can make it so that his team can get back in it.
Oh, jeez.
No, that's not a good ball. But he got a
It was
strike.
good enough.
We already in Jersey, so he must have went to Brooklyn.
No. It's a Jersey strike. I don't
No,
care.
brother.
I don't care.
He went to Brooklyn that time.
New York and his. Oh, Jesus. And you know what? I don't know what the final result of this match is going to be, but it's going to be interesting to see.
No, it's not. Because the 17 handicap for Trainwreck is almost up by 200 sticks.
Yeah.
They ought to call a mama because this match is over. Now it's just a matter of what's the final score.
Well, let's just see that maybe Powerhouse can at least get 12 from the way it's looking.
Powerhouse might want to hit the weights a little bit, baby.
Yeah, well, they may want to hit the weights and they may want to hit the meeting
That's
room.
a good ball. Oh, man.
And that's his reward for throwing it good. The best shot out of that whole 10th frame for Justin Drama Doslick.
He goes out with a, 168?
Yes, 168 on the nose.
Man, oh, man. And Cop can go out with a 178 if he throws 9?
If he does. Let's see.
These are not good scores, ladies and gentlemen. Cop is standing up. He gets an 8 count, so he gets a 170.
Well, he's standing up, and his pins aren't falling
he
for
goes
anything.
out with a 177. This is not good scores. Now, I know it's about this house. This house is hard. And Silver Fox, his first ball in the 10th frame.
Richard Nixon.
Lord have mercy.
Big 4.
4.
That's right. That's
not
left.
what he wanted to see.
That's what he left.
He was actually throwing the ball pretty good up until that point.
Yeah.
I have to give it to him.
Yeah, he was trying.
You have to come through the ball and follow through. You do that, you get the right reaction that you want on the back end.
Like he came through too much. That ball ripped, and unfortunately, it didn't rip in a good way for Mr. Silver Fox. And yeah, you know he's going to pick the 2 up.
Trainwreck had a chance to get back in this game on the 17 handicap. Now, without Casano throwing his first ball in the 10th frame, Casano could add 30 if he throws a strike here.
Trainwreck is definitely going to win this one on
Let's see if he actually plays through the middle.
Yeah. Powerhouse definitely did have a shot, though, to your
They
point.
sure did. Yes, they did. They squandered it. He goes through the middle, lets the ball come back, and
and he leaves an 8.
You know what? I'll take that because that actually looked pretty good. Oh, my goodness. I'm seeing all kind of stuff.
I'm telling you, it's a distracting thing.
Somebody better call the cops because these guys are getting raw.
Well, they did call a cop, and he was leading off on the second handicap pair, and the cop is off the beat.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right.
Not taking anything away from Dan Cobb. Don't want it. I know what he can do. Unfortunately, he's not doing it today.
Is he a real police officer?
Well,
That's just his last name.
Well, he's not a detective because right now the line he's searching for, he ain't finding.
Uh-oh. Let's see if Casano can pick up that spare.
I'm from New York, so respectfully.
Okay, I hear you.
Respectfully.
Right now, Casano picks up his spare, and if he throws another strike, Trainwreck will be up by 42 or 43. I'm sorry, 42 on the 17 handicap if Casano throws a strike here. You have Robert Geyer going up here to do what he does.
Hopefully what he does equals an X and not a
He
slash.
needs to have a strike just to get
He
over
needs all
200.
three.
And he gets it. Okay, if you notice, he didn't rush to the line like he did the
Well, he always rushes.
first game.
That's one thing about him. He averages at a speed of 17 miles an hour.
Well,
If he's throwing a slow 16.
He needs to learn how to walk down the hill, not run. Let's see what Casano does with his final ball in the second game. He has a chance to go out with a 227. Slow and steady is the way.
That's the way to leave 8.
But I didn't mean slow with the ball speed, though. He
So-
goes out with a 225,
That's
still
right.
a decent game.
Definitely is.
Especially at this house. It's a very good game, in fact. Let's see if Scriff can go out and see if he can get a 214 or 224.
Now, if Scriff happens to have an open, they'll still win, but by a little bit. And that's when it creates frustration for you as an anchor who's trying to do your best, to keep your team in the
Guy
game.
throws his second ball, and he throws another strike.
Yeah, and he would have loved to carry that 10-pin in the 9th frame.
Yeah, the only problem is that Justin Goslick has a 220. Frank, okay. Scriff throws his first ball, leaves a ring 10-pin. Frank Gagliano has a 221, and Robert Geyer has a 227.
Yeah.
So they're not getting much in terms of handicap. Handicap is based off of 70% of 240, so they're not getting a lot of pins as in terms of handicap. So they can't be saved by the handicap. The issue is now is can they actually step up and bowl? They're already down the first game by 89 sticks. The second game looks like, oh, boy.
Yeah, good old frustration throw there in the
That's
last
right.
one.
So now without, let's see if he picks up the 10-pin. Scriff pick up the 10-pin. Okay, he does. So by him doing that, he actually affords Trainwreck to be up by 25. They can go up by 35 if he throws a strike here.
And that'll add, and that'll get that deficit now in terms of total wood for them over there to pretty much 180.
Well, Mr. Scriff can go out with a 203. No matter what your average here, this house is tough. Just like Dover Rama down in Dover, Delaware, these two houses are one of the toughest houses that I've ever bowled at.
And a 4-9.
Yes. Okay, so now on the 16 handicap, once again, Trainwreck leads by 33. Unfortunately, that's not going to get the job done.
No, and in terms of total wood on that pair, they're down close to 150. And we had a 5-pin miss right now just on handicap pair number 1. But right now we're going to go back to scratch.
player.
But shout out to the 5-pin miss on handicap pair number 1.
Wasn't me, though. Uh-oh. See, you up there now. You don't jinx Mr. Walter McKnight Jr. He misses what, the 8-pin?
No, that was a
9-pin.
9-pin.
9-pin? Oh, my goodness. That doesn't happen all the time. Ocean Lanes is not predictable. I'll say that much. Ocean Lanes is not predictable. Now, Chris Germain, let's see if he can pick up that 10-pin. Nothing is a gimme here.
Yeah, and as I've been seeing from some of the misses, there is no such thing as a guaranteed mark, especially not today. So, right,
Chris
over that was
Germain has not
Jr.
missed any of his spares, any of his 10-pin spares. He comes through the ball like he's supposed to, so that's a good thing.
And Mr. Rossiter taking a crossover to the other side.
Oh, poor Mr. Rossiter. He's had a tough day today. I think he needs he should have called the mailman and said, look, can you mail me in my check today?
Padrino mercifully not leaving a split there. The 7-pin laying down.
I see a lot of people not finishing their shots, even though the lanes are not.
Hey, I got to ask you a question. I've never bowled at Ocean Lanes. What's your name, brother? Keith.
Who do you represent?
Trainwreck.
Okay, that's good.
Give us in one word what describes Ocean Lanes, man.
Usually they're pretty easy, but today they're not. You don't have the free hook right. They usually have here.
This house has never been easy.
They've always been easy.
And you bowl here often?
Here, yeah. bowl league here on Thursdays.
All right. Along with other bowlers such as Amanda Nardiello. And whatnot.
Yeah, Amanda, Eric Nilsson.
Okay.
There's a lot of us here. Stefan Schenkenberger.
And it shows you from day to day, depending on what's laid out, there's no guaranteed bag for any house.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
One day put the shot out, the weather outside. All
And it
places
changes
full.
topography a great deal.
Yep.
Would you say that the experience out there today is over-under-ish, like a lot of skid, flip, depending on where you're playing the house? It looks like the outsides are still zipping, but the middles are still holding.
Yeah, well, I think it's iffy. I don't know how to explain it. I missed the pocket twice all day so far, and it's not showing. I missed some spares, 7-10s,
Yeah, okay, so it's a lot of grinding.
It is, yeah.
All
But
right.
we're still winning, so that's a positive, I guess.
Yeah, hey, that's always a positive.
Yeah.
When you're plus, it's always a positive.
It is.
Appreciate you, Keith. And we're going to go to handicap pair number 1. And for handicap pair number 1, currently on screen, Mr. Jeremy Geller for Powerhouse. Yep, that's a new jersey for him. As well as Kenneth Sexton and Michael Cardella. For Trainwreck, we have Lawrence Gillets, and we have Keith Mentone and Eric Nilsson. So for Jeremy Geller coming in with 217, only getting 18 pins at handicap. We got Kenneth Sexton, 227, receiving 10 pins at handicap, and Michael Cardella, 229 average, getting 8 pins. That is for Powerhouse. But for Trainwreck, Lawrence Gitlitz, 227 average, getting 10 pins at handicap. Keith Mentone, 234 average, only receiving 4. And right behind him, Eric Nilsson, 235. We've seen him. We covered him on the scratch pair before. Eric Nilsson, 235 average, only receiving 4 pins. So the advantage, so to speak, in terms of pins being received goes to Powerhouse. But it's all about what we do with the pins that you receive. And great cover of the 2-8 right there for Lawrence. And Lawrence covers his spare. Jeremy Geller started off with a strike in his first frame. Now we're taking a look at Kenneth Sexton here on lane 33, and no problem covering the 10 pin for Kenneth Sexton. We're going to see with the Stallion himself. Keith Mentone up, waiting, being patient, looking both ways. Let's see if he cross paths with a strike here on lane 34. And no problem right there. And Trainwreck looking to not, well, they don't want to relinquish any kind of lead that they have in this game. But Powerhouse, in terms of total pins, they seem to be up. This is the one pair where Powerhouse is up on total. And it is offsetting how much they are down by on handicap pair number 2. And Eric Nilsson, he blew the pocket up. Unfortunately, the 9 pin still stands up. Let's see what Mr. Cardella can do here on lane 33. Got a little lefty over here. Let's see what the lefty has to say. The lefty has to say bucket on the right side. A 6 count. So for those who bowl league in the same places where you happen to have a tour stop, sometimes you go in there with the preconceived notion that it's going to play like your league shot. And when it does not, it makes you question the equipment that you bought, which shows there's no such thing as a guaranteed good shot, no such thing as a guaranteed good condition, because conditions, just like weather, can change. It is what it is. You got to show up and you got to grind out. Let's see if we can make this bucket makeable yet missable. It looks like it's on the path to make it. And he does pick up all 4 remaining pins, does Michael Cardella. Once again, we are here at Ocean Lanes here in Lakewood, New Jersey. We thank all of y'all for checking out this match. It's been a tough match. And even though it's a team versus another team, the pins have been winning today. The pins are up. If I'm betting on the pins. The pins at Ocean Lane, I don't know if they're new pins. So new pins, new shot, everything's just new, isn't it? And I almost knew that was going to be a split for Jeremy Geller. Mercifully for him, he did not leave a split, but he should cover his 6-pin no problem. And we have a 10-pin lead right now for the accountant himself, Mr. Lawrence Gitlitz. Let's see if Warning Jeremy Geller himself can cover his 6-pin rather. All over the 6-pin was Mr. Geller. And we have a 10-pin lead for Gitlitz. Based on the information that I got, a lot of people look like Mr. Moore look like they was expecting it to look like their league. And one thing we know about sometimes bowling tour stops where we bowl league, there's no guarantee that it's going to be down the way that you know it's going to be down.
That's true, because you never know what shot is going to be out there.
You never know.
Each house had their special shot that they put out.
Well, I could say DSAL. Damn sure ain't league.
All right, it's sure not. At this point, it's going to be very interesting. That's why that's what the thing I love about bowling.
Uh-huh.
When you go, it's you against the lanes.
Yes.
And so it's your job to figure out what the lanes are doing, how to play it, and what ball you should use, what cover stock, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
If you're not on point, you can have a long day.
Well, speaking of points, in terms of wood points, Powerhouse has a chance to really keep their wood points and their overall series points on handicap pair number 1. They're up by a good amount over here, but they have to stay up.
They have to stay up, but I wouldn't count Trainwreck out at all.
Oh yeah, you don't count no team out.
They're winning on Trainwreck is winning on handicap pair 1 as well as scratch pair.
Yeah.
I mean handicap 2 as well as scratch pair. They're not winning on the first team handicap.
Yeah, not at all.
But I mean that's good. I mean you don't want to runaway train.
I like what you did there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so right now they're kind of putting all their stock on handicap pair number 1 to at least get whatever points they're going to get today. Great shot right there. And he cracked the pins the same way my voice just cracked. That was a great shot right there by Michael Cardella. Eric Nilsson. And taking out the 9-pin. Before he blew the rack and left the 9-pin, he copied and pasted his shot, and everything fell over there. So we got Mr. Geller right now. Jeremy Geller up. What up, Nilsson?
Okay, going up in the third frame.
Uh-oh. We got a culinary sighting. Let's see if he's going to be a jinx.
Oh, he got a messenger.
Right. Kicking out the 7 and the 10. That head pin was working overtime.
Jeremy Geller got
right.
that strike there. Let's see if Mr. Lawrence can answer the call here.
That's right. Let's see if he can get lit on this one. Get lit, gets the 9-pin. Yo, Jeremy. Nice jersey. So, question, when did you throw on this Powerhouse jersey?
When? Yeah. Last year was the first year.
Last year was the first year. It was my first time seeing you in this jersey. Right. Shout out to opt-out season.
Sorry?
Shout out to the opt-out season. You never know what you're going to see.
Yeah, everything can change.
It seems that a lot of changes have been made around the UBA, and it could change a lot of team dynamics. Let's see if they can make a change across pairs and at least cut the deficits down, because it looks like Trainwreck is going to take majority points. Now it's all about taking what you take and making something out of it. Yeah, you had to build some kind of foundation in terms of points that you acquire and improve. Oh!
Unfortunately,
6.
Mr. Kenneth Sexton, he actually threw a split there.
Yep, 3, 6, 7, 10.
And the leadoff man, Mr. Lawrence, actually picks up his spare.
Yep.
Got to see where people are going with this. Got to see where they're going.
I often go by missables and makeables. Right now, everything is a missable and makeable today.
Well,
a great deal.
There's been a lot of misses today, a lot of splits today.
Well,
you got to keep your ball speed up. Some of these guys are dropping their ball speed.
Yep.
You might want to eat some grapes or something, or take a B12 vitamin to make sure that your energy level is up.
You know what? I want to shout out the strongest opponent today, and that's been the Pins.
Yes, the lanes.
And the lanes.
Exactly.
They have been a great doubles team.
Yes.
The Pins and the lanes together have been undefeated today.
That's right. And unfortunately, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Keith actually leads a reigning 10-pin. he had 2 strikes in the first 2 frames.
Yeah.
He said this house was easy.
Well, maybe on a normal.
But,
like I said,
but his team has lost the first 2 games.
they have lost the first
So
two games.
it can't be that easy.
Well, you know what? You can walk into some houses that normally have hooks.
Let's see if he pick up the 10 pin. All right.
You don't know what the lane man gonna feel. Just like you don't know who's working the grill every day, you don't know who's oiling the lanes every day. And sometimes the fries have a little more grease. And I don't know what the grease says today, but the grease says it ain't gonna be cooked the same. And the only one that's getting cooked are the bowlers, because the lanes right now are riding just fine.
That's why you have to practice on burnt lanes. You have to practice on over/under.
Yep.
You have to practice so you know what the bowling balls can do.
This is
Okay,
true.
this is Mr. Eric threw his ball here.
Yeah. And leaving the 4 right there.
Yeah, he left the 4 pin.
Let's see what Mr. Cardella can do.
Cardella needs to do something to bring his team a little closer. They need to win the game. I mean, they need to continue to win the game.
Yeah, they need to, because now not only is the lead getting cut, other side.
Okay.
Well, he leaves at 7.
Now,
It
he,
wasn't
looks like,
ringing.
he looks like he has a solid surface right there. So I would probably go to a shinier ball to get my ball to go longer, but make sure the bowling ball is symmetrical.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people going fishing for a line. A lot of people, you can tell they're guessing based on how they're putting their ball in the lane.
The oil's in the middle, so I would try to either move up and move left if I'm a righty. Throw it from 20 down to 7 or 10 and see what the ball can do.
Well, yeah, let's just see, because right now they're fishing a lot of different lines. And both lefties and righties are all united in the struggle today.
Well, first you got to pick up the spare.
And that's going to slide
When he picks it up,
all the way down the lane.
he's smiling. He said, "Thank God I made that
Yes.
strike, that spare rather."
Yeah.
Nothing is a give me here. Michael Cardella and Powerhouse have been lifting their weights on train wreck on this pair here only.
Only, yep, keyword is only right there.
Yes. Sometimes a house can defeat you. They better be glad the playoffs aren't here.
I'm pretty sure a couple people are going to have conversations with whoever oiled the lane to find out exactly what was put out today.
I know I would.
Jeremy up.
Okay, Mr. Geller here.
Very
Does he
good.
get a strike
Mixes it
there?
up. Let's see
Okay,
what
that's
Get
2 in a
Licks.
row.
Let's see what LG has
Let's
to
see
say.
what AKA the accountant. Let's see what he does.
Let's see what the numbers say.
They say strike.
That's right. Count it. Sometimes you got to just do it, huh?
That's right. Now let's see what Keith can do. And Kenneth.
All right. Let's see what Mr. Kenneth Sexton.
Sexton. Let's see what Sexton can do here. We're not giving his nickname out. No. I'm not.
Speedo?
Even, man, you do that. I'm not even mentioning that.
Kevin Speedo Sexton. Now, I respect him trying to just get up the boards on a simple line. Only thing, the back lane reaction is not simple today.
Only because he didn't follow through strong. And guess what? Mr. Call It Easy, Mr. Matron, throws a strike there. I guess it is easy for him. I wonder if he bowl league here.
There's a lot of bowlers in this area who bowl league here. I see a lot of people scratching their heads today. That's what I say. You never know. The only one guarantee, and the one thing that's always for sure, is nothing's for sure. You don't know what conditions are. Just like even if you check the weather can change.
I'll tell you one thing. I want to bowl a match here.
Yeah, the funny thing is I thought about that same thing. I would love to see that, and I would have loved to see a 2-8-10 pickup.
I love the challenge.
Yes, sir. I'm a fan of the hunt. And the hunt is on handicap pair number 1 for points. They're hunting for points.
See if Mr. Nelson will get a strike here. Okay.
Coming in very
Not
high,
bad.
leaving a 4-pin again.
Looks like he's holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah, he's getting the ball down fast, and he's honestly he's playing the simple game. He's trying to get 9s and strikes. That right there is good. Keeping it simple, just getting the ball down lane.
What I mean by that, his feet is too fast so he's bringing his hand just a little bit across his body. He's relying on his power, which is not a bad thing. But in today, your timing has to be on point as well.
Let's see what Cardella does. Cardella up. Let's see what the MC has to say. All right, I like that ball out of his hand. All right.
And he throws a strike.
That one looked good.
If you notice, he followed through.
Uh-huh.
He didn't rush to the line.
Yep, and his hand did not come across
Yes,
his body.
sir. Looked real good.
I would say this is definitely a makeable, but from what we've been seeing across all three pairs, let's just keep an eye on it.
Exactly. Nothing is exact here. He
All
picks
right.
it up. Okay.
All right. And you can tell by the way he's breathing that every single shot is not a gimme.
Now, the funny thing is that Powerhouse is only up by, 31 sticks? We're in the fifth frame, starting of the
game
fifth frame.
and in total wood.
Right. So anything can happen. But actually, their train wreck is up by 7 this game, but they're only down by 31 in the overall or in
Yes.
terms of totals. So anything can happen at this point, but they got to start doing something. Okay, the accountant throws another strike. That's back to back, so he's on a double.
Yeah.
He just can't allow himself to get too happy and fast with his feet.
Yeah, train wreck definitely on him. This pair needs to stay on track. And Powerhouse needs to, like you said, get in the weight room. And they're gonna have to bench press and hopefully lift anything off of the lead. Which is
Okay,
pretty much
Geller
gonna
can
be
actually throw a
surmounted.
strike here, and if he throws a strike, no, he does not.
That was an if.
Left that 10 pin, because if he had thrown a strike, he would have given Powerhouse the lead just from his first ball.
Yeah. Let's see who's gonna go over here for men's zone. Men's zone.
Okay.
Men's zone.
Mr. Easy, a.k.a. said that this house is easy.
Hey, what you used to is
It might be easy to one person, but not everybody.
well, not on this day. You know, because you know what? Sunday isn't fun day for everybody, and I don't know what the case is today, but hopefully they go inside the bag, find something, but you ain't got a lot of frames left, and you ain't got
And he
enough
throws it right in the
equipment
gutter.
left, and
That is not what Powerhouse need at this
running
point.
out of frames is Powerhouse.
Look, they need to do something. They're winning on this pair in total, but that total count is going fast away.
Yeah,
They can end up losing this pair 6-4.
yeah. And
Which
you know
is-
what's the most important frame, Mr. Moore?
What's that, sir?
Mind frame.
Frame of mind. That's
Yeah,
right.
right.
That's right. And once again, if you have Dallas Goddard in your fantasy team,
That's
he
right.
scored 2 touchdowns today. Eagles up by 21-3, in intermission here.
That's right. And great frame. That was a
it.
great frame.
Oh, and he picks up a
That
strike.
was a great frame by Trainwreck. And that was a great carry situation right there.
frame by Trainwreck. Yes, it was. They had 3 strikes in a row.
Yeah, no one going to the bar on that one.
That's right. Let's see if Mr. Cardello can actually save the frame from the leadoff man missing that 10 pin.
That's right. Yeah, Jeremy Geller did not like that. And, you know, Jeremy Geller can be steady. I've covered him and his father, covered a couple other tag team matches in the past. And one thing about the younger Geller, that frustration can come into play. As you saw the way he released his 10 pin. Cardella right now has an important job as an anchor. You have to be the constant. You have to have calm waves, if you will, here at Ocean Lanes. And he has to be the calm for the mental storm that may be going on.
Let's
in
see
your
if
other bowlers.
Cardello can throw a strike here. And he leaves the 1 pin
Oh,
up.
that's the 3. That is the 3 pin.
Leaves that 3 pin up. That's not a good thing.
That's not.
He's talking to himself because out of 5 frames, he only has 2 strikes. That's not a good strike percentage in this game.
No, it is not.
Results of game 2. Eliminated. Crash eliminated cut score 217. Handicap eliminated cut score.
And all over the 3 pin right there by Mr. Michael Cardella. And one thing that's happening, and the good thing about tough lane situations, it forces the teams that don't talk to each other a lot to have to talk to each other. And you see the teammates, great shot by Geller, who do talk, really keep their eyes,
Yes.
and watch their 6.
Yes, those are the things that are very important if you plan on not only winning your division, but winning the game then winning your division, and then accelerating in the playoffs.
Yeah. Some people say winning the division is big. Some people say winning the division means nothing. And the reason why those two opinions differ, because winning the division is a good coup to have, a good accomplishment to have for those. And great shot right there by the accountant, Mr. Mentone, Mr. Get Lit. I'm sorry, Get Lit. Sorry,
That was Lawrence Glitz. Yeah.
And there you go.
That's your man Speedo.
That's
Mr.
right,
Kenneth
Speedo.
Sexton.
That's right, Mr. KS. All right, and the reason why some people say that winning the division for them means nothing is because they want to make it all the way to the dance. They don't want to just show up, and just get a consolation prize. They want the prize.
But every team in the playoffs who have done very well, all of them communicate to each other.
Yes.
No matter what sport you're in, everybody speaks to each other.
That's right.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Got a strike.
Late drop.
That's your boy, Mr. Keith Mentone.
That's right. Keith Mentone right there.
So he has 3 in a row.
Yep.
So does his leadoff man. So it looks like here, Trainwreck is starting up again. They up
Yeah.
by 40.
And they see opportunity. They see the opportunity to snatch
Total pins.
You snatch
on
total
this pair,
pins
yes.
on this pair.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I see if Mr. Cardella can match an all of Powerhouse strike in this 6th frame.
And that's the theme of today. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and right now, Mr. Cardella, he's dropped the speed on his ball.
Yeah.
He didn't strike. He had strike 2 previous times on that pair, on that lane, but he didn't this time. And his man Eric Nielsen comes back. Nielsen has come back with the strike.
Yeah, it looked a lot more smoother and calmer, a little more fluid, a little more natural there.
So now going into the 9th and into the 7th frame, Trainwreck has the opportunity to pull ahead with a commanding lead over Powerhouse, as well as snatch away the total pin count.
Yeah,
Let's see if Cardella picks up his spare. Nothing is a gimme. Ooh, he chopped that. Oh, my God. He's chopping wood out this thing here.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, it's one of those situations
Is
where
wintertime here yet?
you know what? The cold wind blew right there on that one. And this is where frustration starts to set in. You're leaving makeables, but you're missing the makeables, and you're watching the lead slip. And now you have to put your foot on the gas.
Now, okay, Mr. Geller comes back and starts his team Powerhouse off in the 7th frame. He has 2 strikes in a row.
Yeah. And the word anchor is thrown around, and anchor is really a namesake because there are moments where your anchor can flip on the top. There's sometimes where your anchor can flip to the middle position. Anchor basically means that you're picking up the slack and willing to get your team back in the fight. And the 7-pin fights back right there for Get Lit.
AKA the accountant.
Yep.
He might be an accountant, but he didn't add that up correctly.
Well, 9 plus 1 still equals 10.
That's right.
But then again, there are no guaranteed spares in this contest.
None. Let's see if
Mr.
Speedo can come back, and he didn't get a strike
And he
either.
needs a 4-pin.
That's not what he needed. He needed a strike because in order for Powerhouse to get back in this game, in this match completely, they have to ride the wave. Why?
Yeah.
Because the bowlers
Ocean
on
Pump.
Trainwreck are actually bowling really good. They have a chance to add 30 to each ball. Excuse me.
You're right. And shout out to Malachi Moore with the ocean and the water puns today. You're really riding the wave today, aren't you?
No, I don't know about that, but I'm trying to see who's going to win this match.
All right, well
Right now, Powerhouse is up, but they already threw their ball in the 2nd frame. Whereas now, Mr. Mentone, let's see what he does. He said this house was what? Easy, right?
Well, on a normal. But then again, this is not
To
normal.
him, he said it was easy, though.
Well, on a normal. On a normal.
Okay.
We all know how it goes.
Well, the way he's throwing the ball.
I bowl in a house that some people perceive easy, and then sometimes you walk in, and it's like, what did they put down today? Well, he's putting down, hopefully, 10 pins.
Oh!
And wow, late kick out of the 10 pin right there.
What bowling ball are you using, sir?
It's a harsh reality.
He's using a harsh reality.
Yeah.
What kind of lanes is that ball built for, sir?
Usually for tighter lanes, more oil.
More oil, but you're using a stronger ball? What mark are you using?
Where am I standing? I'm standing around 25-ish to about 15. No, about 15-ish. I don't look at like spot on boards. I look at an area. Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Your ball speed up.
Yes, I'm trying to.
You're doing a good job, sir.
Okay. Miles an hour? No, it's like 16, I think. Yeah.
Sean Dyke needs his glasses. Thank you, sir. Let's see if Mr. Cardella can throw a strike here after leaving. Oh, my goodness.
Now, he liked the shot.
I like the shot, too. The shot was pretty good that time.
I mean, it may have came in a slight pinch high flush. You know, I can hear one of my greats, Max Thomas, Mr. Guapo himself, saying, you know, if the ball goes too high, that's the way that you always leave, you know, the back pins. You have to have the right ripple effect. And for those who count things inch by inch in terms of where your ball finishes, you will understand why certain pins get left. And sometimes you get wrapped. He got wrapped right there.
He still got to pick this spare up. Nothing is easy for him today.
That's been the theme.
Okay, he picks that up.
And the frustration sets there. It's like now you're putting the ball where you need to. But you're not getting the hits. And not only are you losing the hits, you're potentially losing overall wood. And Geller fighting back. He's throwing his boxing gloves.
He has
a little
3 in a
late.
row. He's actually leading his team like he's supposed to as a leadoff man.
Yeah.
They're still behind on total pins. And it looks like here if the accountant keeps doing what he's supposed to do, Trainwreck is going to take total pins on this pair. You don't fight that hard to get out, and then all of a sudden you let somebody with a fishing hook pull you back in.
Down and in, attacking it.
He got lucky, and he actually had a split. If you notice, he got his feet too fast as he was going to the line.
Yep.
His arm came across his body. Unfortunately, he didn't bring his hand straight up, and that was the end result.
And you know what? And you know why that happened. If you watched on the steps, he drifted right with his feet, which means he drifted left with his finish, in terms of his hand finish.
Yes,
and
sir.
great
You
shot.
see
Way to take advantage.
Speedo there
That's
had a
right.
strike there. He's having a tough game this game,
Yep.
but at least they have a shot at winning this game. As the fat lady says, this match is not over.
Imagine that. Well, yeah, because right now they're not only playing for this game, they're playing for the overall wood because now everything is tight here. Every single thing is tight on this pair.
All right, we're going to go back to the scratch pair and look at the ninth frame. This is a setup frame for the scratch pair. The game is not in question right now. Looks like Powerhouse might win this game if they can continue what they're doing. They have all closed their frames, but unfortunately, Chris Germain had a split in his 8th frame, along with Mr. Tom Panabianco.
That's right, Panabianco.
He had an open as well, so this 31 pin count down could actually get wider.
Yeah, and I see he's going with a kinder surface, trying to keep it as simple as he can. But his potential finish, provided he makes the spare, is only going to be 201. And he goes high.
Mr. McKnight, this is the worst game
Yeah.
he's had all day today. He's actually been shooting pretty good on the scratch pair, but you still got to finish.
Yeah, and provided he makes his spare, will finish potentially with a 204.
All right, let's see if
Jermaine is
Mr.
taking
Chris
a dip.
Germain can finish here, and he can go out with a what?
201.
201. And he picks that up. Nothing is a gimme here.
And it looks like Powerhouse has the potential to take this game, but overall wood on this pair, that's not going to be grabbed.
You know, Tom's nickname is the Padrino.
That's right. And that's got to hold on.
Ooh, yeah, I thought he was going to chop it.
10,
Yeah. Mr. McKnight picks that up. That's a big spare going into the 10th frame. That's huge. At this point, let's see if Tom can throw a strike here and get himself set up to give Trainwreck an opportunity to sweep on the scratch pair.
That's right.
Tom goes down, ball comes back, and he throws a strike.
That's right. Well, he certainly was a padrino on that one. For those who don't know, that padrino basically means a godfather. And
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what Kevin Rossiter can do. He's had a horrible day today, but this is his best game yet. Let's see if he can double up here.
he needs to.
And he does.
When you
Oh,
need
my
it.
goodness. Somebody called the cops for him. They called the paramedics. They called somebody. This is Kevin Rossiter's best game yet today.
Yeah. at this point, and I've been there before when you're shooting bad all day, and your last game you just say screw it and throw it. You end up, sometimes your screw it games are the best ones. The first time I said screw it is when I shot my first tray.
Oh, that's good.
Because then you have nothing to worry about. You're just going to throw the ball. And right there,
They hung the leadoff man.
Scheckenberger.
Scheckenberger. Him and Tom actually hung, unfortunately, Mr. Chris Tremaine Jr.
That's right.
Let's see if Mr. Olsen can throw a strike here. And he does, too.
Does he have any twins?
No, he doesn't.
Olsen doesn't have twins?
No, not this game.
All right.
All right, now we back to the
Handicap pair number 1.
handicap pair number 1. Let's see who's this throwing.
And Sexton left a 6 count.
Okay, Mr. Keith Mentrone, he throws another strike. He has 5 in a row, 6 in a row. And his anchor man, if he throws a strike, that'll be 5 in a row. So looks like here, Trainwreck has turned it around in terms of getting the total pins.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Powerhouse didn't have enough power to finish the job.
Yeah, Trainwreck kind of turned around and grabbed this game by the throat.
And it doesn't mean that Powerhouse is a bad team.
No, not at all.
It's just that they could not master these lanes today at Ocean Lanes here in Lakewood, New Jersey.
It was all about who was a little bit better today.
Yes.
And in key moments. It's all about what you do in those key moments.
Well, you just have to be, you got to keep your ball speed up, and you have to have the right ball selection here.
And you got to be in the most important frame, the right frame of mind. Nilsson up, and it's okay because
at least he didn't leave a baby split.
They've got more than enough real estate right there. They got enough more.
They're up by 101
Yeah.
sticks, and unfortunately, Mr. Cardella hasn't thrown his ball. But at this point, it doesn't matter.
They really don't.
Also, too, congratulations to Trainwreck for coming back on the first team handicap and taking and snatching away total pins.
Yeah.
I would have to have a conversation with myself in the mirror if that took place.
It looks like it might be another 36-4 situation like we had yesterday.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if they won any game. Oh, no, that's right. Because they won 2 games here. They won no games here. Well, they might be 34 to 6. It might be. If Powerhouse can hold on to it. And like I said, if Powerhouse can hold on to it. I'm not conceding anything at this point.
Well, let's see what happens with
It's
Jeremy
a very
Geller's
good chance that Powerhouse might win their game on the scratch pair, but they're definitely not taking total pin.
And we got a 7-10. How poetic it is that the 10-pin was waving it and wagging that finger saying, no, not today.
Yeah, not today. He said, no, like Mutombo.
Oh, no.
Let's see if the accountant can do it. He throws a strike. That's a big strike, being as though Mr. Geller threw a split, a 7-10 split in his first ball in the 10th frame. So he pretty much assured himself, as well as Powerhouse, the opportunity not to win this game on the first team handicap.
And unfortunately, we're not going to have our second 7-10 pickup of the weekend.
Oh no, and even that was a blessing to Mr. Primus.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes it is the blessed that move on to become the beloved. Oh, shout out Team Beloved. Always. And shout out to Trainwreck doing their thing today and, putting in the work. And the accountant says the numbers add up, and it will add up to somewhere north of the 30 margin in terms of points.
Well, I don't know how good Powerhouse can be. I don't know if they made the playoffs last year, but I do know that Trainwreck is a very strong team. They have what it takes to make the Final Four. It's just a matter of who's available, a.k.a. Carson Lukosius. Wish I had saw her in the playoffs last year. I'm her biggest fan.
Right? It sounds like it.
Shut up.
I'm a Liz Colkin guy. What up, Liz? And
the accountant goes out he finishes with 3 strikes in a row.
That's right.
His best finish
213.
today. He goes out at 213 with a 203 for Jeremy Geller.
Yeah.
So it's been a tough day at this house.
Yeah, tough day at the office. Even for the accountant.
That's right.
Sexton with a potential 176 finish.
And when you have the Stallion up there, Mr. Mentrone,
right.
throwing nothing but strikes up there, he has 6 in a row. Let's see if he can throw 7. And he does.
Yeah, he's not hopping off the horse as the Stallion.
He's having a ball.
That's right.
He said he's looking at everybody like, why y'all can't do that?
Life can be harsh, and he's throwing a harsh reality.
Yeah.
Mentone definitely set the tone for this one, and he led the charge. And it shows that anchors are not always on the bottom. Sometimes you might have that anchor man in the middle. You know, you play a role, and if you know your role and play your role well, your role can definitely help you roll over another team.
They need to do something.
And that might be a tap. Almost was a tap with the 7-pin.
That would be 8 in a row.
And potential 278 finish. And if he's in winner take all, looking like he might take a little cash with him too.
That's right. I wouldn't be mad at him. He's the reason why Trainwreck came back single-handedly to take totals on this pair. That is crazy.
Yep.
They were down by 70-something sticks. Now they've come back and almost won by 30.
And
The accountant
278.
said that man right there
That's
with his
right.
279.
Yep.
But the accountant came back with his 213 too. So he had a good game too.
How does Mark Jackson sometimes say it?
Hey, you slowed your feet down, sir.
How does Mark Jackson sometimes say it? Mama.
There
goes that man.
There goes that bad man. That's why it takes a team, not just an individual.
So Mr. Mentone, how apropos and how poetic, the last 4 letters of your name spelled tone, you set the tone for this comeback on this pair. You saw opportunity and you took it, and y'all snatched back total wood on this pair. So you said the lanes really, it wasn't their normal self today. Had a little bit of a little identity situation with the lanes here today. What decision did you have to make on there to really help you change the tone, so to speak?
Well, the first couple of games, my ball speed was a little slower. So then once they started drying up a little bit, I just kicked everything left and just softened my hand up. And the pins fell my way that game.
Okay.
I mean, the first game I didn't miss the pocket the whole game. Some bad carry, pocket 7-10, and they just fell my way that game. That's all.
Okay. And let's talk about setting the tone, so to speak, for future matches. And I know you guys, pretty much known to be a playoff team at this point. We already know what Trainwreck brings to the table. Final 4 aspirations. I mean, that's a give me right there. What do you feel it's going to take to get all the way to that dance and get back to that Final 4 situation?
We need to have all our best bowlers show up, you know. Sometimes it's hard to get everybody here, but we have a strong team, a lot of good bowlers, some of the best bowlers in the state, I would say. So we'll get back there. As long as everybody shows up at the right time, we'll get back up there.
You were the best bowler in this 3rd game, so we have to give you congratulations. Take a bow, sir.
Thank
you
you,
did a
sir.
good job,
Well,
man.
get your money first. I'm pretty sure you was in winner take all.
I didn't get in any brackets or nothing.
You didn't get in anything? So
I have to get out of here to go see my girls, that's all.
that's right, family first.
It's all about your girl. All
Yeah.
right, baby. I see.
And,
right, bud.
and across the board, it looks like, I believe the final result is going to be somewhere around 36 points.
No, no, because y'all lost how many on this game? Oh yeah, okay, 36-4 once again.
And so that's 2 numbers for y'all to
2
play,
numbers,
either
yeah.
101 or 36-4.
36-4.
And the numbers don't lie.
That's right. We got to play the Powerball or something.
Well, Powerhouse didn't really show up with that much power today.
I'm so sorry.
But, today there's not a season make, and they need to make some changes moving forward if they're going to press forward.
Well, I think like Mr. Mentone said, your better bowlers have to show up because you can really set a tone in this division. You can tell that this division is not a bad division.
It's not at all.
And that anybody can show up and perform well. And when your best bowlers are not there, it kind of handicaps you. But
So to speak.
You want to be able to see where you end up at.
Yeah. As we take a look at Mr. Cardella's final shot, kind of looking to see and test out, kind of a shoulda, coulda, woulda situation. All right, if I would have stood here, what could I do for next time? Maybe a chance to go into the lab, not only just now, but, so to speak,
He ends his game with a 196.
And shakes his head because he knows, well, maybe if I could have did that. But that's neither here nor there, and the situation is going to be 36-4 in favor of Trainwreck.
Well, we just want to close this out. We want to thank everybody for watching today here at Ocean Lanes in Lakewood, New Jersey. This is Malachi Moore, a.k.a. The Brain, sitting here with my man, who?
Sean Day, a.k.a. the voice of choice, phase on. And we are going to phase out, and we are out. UBA all what?
Day. Thank you.
All right.